What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Book of JT. Today I'm going to be bringing you an in-depth stick skill tutorial in Madden 22. Now, stick skill is really important this year because it's important to be able to turn short conversions into big yardage plays. And the best way to do that is to be able to make defenders miss on a regular basis. So if you were to check down to the flats for a 5-yard gain, and then you can make the first or second defender miss, you can turn a 5-yard gain into a 25-yard gain quite easily. If you're a player that likes to attack deep over the middle of the field or attack deep on the sidelines, and the only defender that's in your vicinity is a safety or a cornerback, and you know how to make them miss with one move, then you can convert what would be a 30-yard gain into a touchdown. So making the first defender miss is key. You're always having the ball in your hands, whether you're running the ball with the running back or trying to get yards after catch with your wide receivers. So learning how to steer them and learning how to maneuver them in a way that's very effective is key to becoming an elite offensive player in Madden 22. So there are some moves that work well. There are some moves that don't. And that's kind of what I want to go through in this video. I want to show you how to do the good ones and pretty much tell you which ones aren't the best. I'll also show you when to use them and how to use them. So starting off, as you can see, I do have a controller mapping display on the screen. Sorry about the colors, they are a little bit abstract, but I just think that the red and the white perfectly sort of shows you what the sticks are doing and gives you a clear indication of how I'm moving my controller. All right. Now, with this, basically what you want to do is you want to pay attention to how I'm moving my sticks together, because you're going to be able to trigger some pretty cool animations if you follow them correctly. So let's start off by talking about the juke move. The juke move this year by default is pretty bad. So if I was to just do a regular juke, not holding turbo, just like this, you can see that there's not really much movement. If a defender's coming downhill and I do this, I'm probably going to get popped and fumble the ball because I'm not really changing direction. I'm not really changing the target. I'm just activating a skill move that's going to increase my fumbling potential and then get hit sticked. But if I do a move like this, right, it's a much more effective juke move, right? And it's one that, you can do quite easily. So I want to talk you through that in this video. So we'll start off with the Reaper Juke. The Reaper Juke is what you just saw, and it's a pretty sharp change of direction. Now, I like to trigger this juke when I'm running downfield and a defender is coming from across the field. So basically, if you could imagine, if I'm sprinting north-south downfield and a defender is coming across, and again, I'm in full flight running down the sideline, for example, and the defender is anticipating me running to the 35 or 40 yard line, right? So they're running across and I give them one of these moves, these sharp cuts. You can see that if I do this early enough, I'm disrupting the entire pursuit angle and I'm going to be able to cut inside for an easy score because they're not going to be able to meet me parallel at the 40-yard line if I hit them with one of these moves. Now, in order to do this move, what you want to do is you want to have your left stick pointing towards the direction that you're running in. Okay, you want to be off turbo. You want to juke to the right subtly and then flick both sticks to the left if you're juking left. So again, what you want to do is you want to have your left stick pointed in the direction that you're running in. If you're running left, hold the left stick to the left, and then you want to give a slight flick of the right stick towards the direction that you're currently running in, just like so. And then you want to pull both sticks towards the direction that you want to juke. Again, you can't be holding turbo when you do this, so don't hold R2 or RT. Run towards that direction, flick the right stick in the same direction as you're running in, and then pull both back the other way. Just like that, and you'll see you'll trigger this. So I'm going to do this to the left again. So again, I'm sprinting, off turbo, right there. Easy move. Now you need to have stamina to do this. So if you have stamina, it's a perfect move. And again, how I like to do it is if I'm running down the sideline or if I'm running north-south and a defender is coming across field, oftentimes they're not going to be able to, tackle me directly. They're going to have to try to meet me ahead. And if they do, and you can give them one of these moves, you're going to cut infield quite easily and be able to get downfield. Now it does zip some of your stamina, so be aware of that. Again, if you do this to beat one defender and then, you're aware that another defender is coming across, okay, you might want to go ahead and you might want to just go ahead and get down, right? It's really up to you. But it's quite easy to do this move, and I recommend doing it when you see fit. Now, the second move I want to break down is the spin move. Again, this is one of the better moves in the game by far. You want to be off turbo when you're doing this too. And the way that I typically do the spin move is simple. I do this spin move a lot of the time when I'm running sort of diagonally. So I don't like to do this if I'm running north-south. If I'm running straight and a defender is coming across field, this move to me doesn't really cut sharp enough. The double juke that I just showed you works a lot better in that instance. I also don't really like the spin move when I'm running towards the sideline because I feel like I don't really get a good change of direction here. I feel like I'm just kind of spinning in the same spot. I don't really feel it's effective. The spin move is most effective when you're running diagonally. So if you're running diagonally and a defender is coming directly downfield like a safety, and then you spin inside like that, it's much more effective. So again, this spin move right here, to me, is the most effective in the game. And the way you want to do this is by simply going ahead and holding turbo until you're ready to spin. Again, if I'm running towards 2 o'clock and I spin towards 10, you get this animation, right? You can even do a double spin, okay? It's up to you. But this move right here it looks slow. It doesn't look like the fastest move in the world. But if a defender's coming directly downfield and you're running at a diagonal angle and they're trying to hit stick you, trust me when I tell you, you're running diagonal, they're coming downfield, you spin inside, they miss, and you can get a lot more yardage. So I recommend this move quite a lot. All right, so you've got the double juke, which is very effective when you got a defender coming from the side. You've got the spin move, which you can do when a defender's coming directly downfield. And the only other move that I really think is important is the hurdle. So the leapfrog or the hurdle is really valuable because this year dive tackling is very overpowered. People can dive tackle from pretty much anywhere, and they'll trigger like a shoelace animation, and it's pretty annoying to have to deal with. So if you're facing someone who just dives at you from a large distance and you can hurdle, you will avoid those diving animations. So again, this isn't really a move that I can show you and say, like, look how much you change direction. It's more that if you're running and you know someone's going to dive at you and you just hurdle, you will get over that dive tackle to prevent them from tackling you. I feel like all of those things have their place in the game, and are worth communicating with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. I am shooting towards, building this community. The 2 parts of my ebook are out on the channel at the moment. So go ahead and check them out if you haven't already. And with that being said, leave me a comment, leave some feedback, and I'll be back soon with some more commentary. Take care, stay safe, and thank you for watching.